all and welcome to another video of Corpnce. I'm Rono Savio and in this video we'll be discussing on how to exactly talk to an AI. So the topic literally is on prompt engineering. Why do we need prompt engineering? How to use prompt engineering? So let's dive into the topic. Have you ever asked ChatGPT a question and wondered, bro, that's not the answer that I was looking for? The problem is not with the AI. The problem is with the question, the way you're asking the question to the AI. So today I will show you one small change that you can make in your prompt that will turn your bad answers into fire results. So that skill is nothing but prompt engineering, and it is a future-proof skill, especially in 2026. So what exactly is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering simply means that giving structured, organized instructions to AI to get better results. Now, for example, what's a bad prompt and a good prompt? So here you say a bad prompt is just saying write code. You're not specifying the details. But let's come to a good prompt. So what does a good prompt look like? The better prompt would be write a beginner-friendly Python code in order to reverse a string. So this one has more details in it. It is more specific than just a prompt saying write code. So why to use prompt engineering anyway? Prompt engineering helps you save time, helps you get accurate results, also make you sound smarter than you already are, and it also makes you use AI like a tool, not just a toy. So companies don't pay you for using AI. They actually pay you for commanding the AI in a right way for the accurate results. And when it comes to prompting, there are 4 important rules that need to be followed in order to get to the accurate result that you are searching for. So let's see what it is. So the rule number 1 is be specific. So let's say, for example, you say explain Python, and other prompt is saying explain Python in a beginner friendly way with real life examples. Now the second prompt is more specific and tells AI exactly what you actually need. So this is the first and very important rule that needs to be followed. Be specific. The second important rule is to give context. So when you give a prompt, let's say for example, write email. But what is the context? What is the email for? Why you are writing that email for? Who you are writing that email for? So now the prompt can be altered in such a way where you can say write a professional email to an HR for interview opportunities for data science. Now you see you have given the context for what exactly the email is being written. So this will give you the accurate results of what you are asking to the AI. The third rule is assign a role to the AI. If at all you want more creative prompt, like creative answers, you can prompt like act as a senior developer and explain me how front end and back end works. So when you assign a role to the AI will initiate a creative kind of output for the user, which can be very helpful, and it depends on how you use it. The rule number 4 is to define the output format. So when you're prompting saying explain this topic, which is very basic, you can alter it in such a way saying that explain this topic in bulletproof points with keeping the language simple and having one example. Now what you did is alter the output format in such a way where the points are in bullet points and you have one example and the language is very simple. Let's say basic English that you wanted, and you'll get it as it is. So this is how you can format your output. So considering all those rules, you can come up with a prompt formula which can include the role, the task, the context, and the format. Including all those will give you a clear prompt that can be used for the AI to give you the better answer. So there are some common mistakes that you do while you're prompting. And the first very important thing that you do is that very bad thing that you do is that being lazy. When you're prompting, you just have to be creative and you have to use your brains. And yeah, asking the right questions exactly. So stop being lazy and give that right prompt for the AI. Next one is just giving one-line prompts. One-line prompts will work in general situations, but when it comes to actual answers that you want or complex solutions, you might fumble with the answers, or the AI will fumble because of your prompt. So make sure you don't just give a one-line prompt to your AI if at all you are doing prompt engineering. Having no context is also an important mistake that you do. So for example, saying write email as a prompt, but there is no specifying of what exactly the email should be. Is it a professional email, friendly email? You don't specify it. So that is one thing that you have to make sure when you are giving a prompt, make sure the context is specified. See, AI is powerful, but it's not psychic. So make sure whenever you're giving the prompt, you give it the right prompt. And that's all for this video. I hope you found this helpful. If it did, do subscribe and stay tuned for the next ones. Until then, take care. Thank you.